Hello everyone, welcome to the session. I hope all are doing well. And previously, I answered nested conditions, and I already started the nested loops, and I discussed and how it works and how the syntax is for nested loop, and this is the syntax. And I hope you all are understand the nested loop. Nested conditional statements before session. And in this session, this is the structure which I already showed you. If inside a if, and see here, they clearly mentioned that runs only if both conditions are true. If this condition will be true, and after then, if this condition will be true, then uh, yeah, it will be runs. But if outer true means this condition will be true, but this condition will be false, then it goes to the else part inside the if part. So if both are outer false means these function will be false, then it goes direct to the else part. So there is no need of checking inside the if. So they're done with an example, and we also done with an example that age equals 20 has id equals to 20. So here, if age is greater than equals to 18, if has id, print enter granted. Else, print please show id. So here, normally, who are above age, they can, when age was greater than 18, so we can proceed with the if part. Otherwise, we have to go for else. Our age was 20, so this was be must be true. So it considered the if part. So when we are going into this, he already done that has id equals to true means has id is true. So if has id, print enter granted. See, you can ask in if there is no condition. Yeah, there is no condition like greater than, less than, equals to. But here, what he did was has id equals to true. Like if age was divisible by 4 equals to 0, that is true. Same as has id equals to true. He only given that is true. So he printed the same thing has id enter granted. So this will be prints that age 18 20 is greater than 18. So it will choose the if part, and again has id true. If here it will be false, then it will choose the else part, but here they given the true, so it will choose the good part, this part. So just we will copy this and continue with the compiler. Let's copy, then we will continue with this compile age. When we before running age was 20, okay, 20 is greater than 18 and has id 2, so it will print the entry granted. So yeah, entry granted. So if we will give here as not 20 for like 17, because 18 also condition will be true. So I give it 17. Sorry, must be 18 or older. Sorry, older. Otherwise, we will give here 21, and here we will do false. It will display show ID. Yeah. See here false. So this condition will be false because has ID given already false. So has ID was false. So don't use this part, if part. Just go with the else part. So in else part, they done please show ID, print please show ID. So the output is please show ID. This is the nested loop, and we covered maximum everything. Everything, matlab, yeah. With the if else part, same. What we done in if else, but we have to do inside if inside if. So that is the extra thing in nested loop. Nothing else. Conditions and everything, syntax, everything was same as if else statements. And here it is, and another example. Yeah. Yeah. Was eight. Age was eight. Is member true? Age greater. I think he checked maximum number of. I mean, many conditions. So yeah, you can write like this that if is member is true, right? So it will choose this part, like if part. So price equals to 5. When he done with here that ticket price plus string of price. You know that what is the meaning of string of price? Means normally here price is a integer type. So when you write string of price, so the integer type converts into string type. So when because of we are adding, we have to must convert the integer type into string type. Otherwise, it doesn't accept. We already completed this topic. If we use comma, then no problem, because with comma we can split it. But this is not comma. This is plus. So we have to use both types. Same types. Here price 5. If it is false, price becomes 8. Same as age is less than 65. See, if here age is less than 12, if is like false, this condition will be false, then it will go to the this condition. Otherwise, uh, at here it will be stop. So 8, so it will choose this condition, like age less than 12. 8 also less than 65, but before this condition was getting true. So it choose the if part, not elif part. So when you're choosing this, his member is true. So price equals to 5. For example, like wait, I will run it. We'll get 5. Yeah, 5. See, for example, I will give it here 65. So like 13. Just it will use, yeah, 10, because 13 is not less than 12. It's greater than 12. So it becomes it again go to the elif part. At elif part, the condition was age is less than 65. So 13 is less than 65, true. So it get into the part of elif, and is member true. So it price was 10. If his member is false, if member is false, then it will choose 15. Yeah, see, ticket price is 15. So this is the way of finding like using the nested conditionals. And yeah, that's all with the nested loops. And here we go with the if else statements with like nearly 20 examples. And let's start with the examples, because in for loop or while loop or in recursions, in many things, not recursions, other things, you have to use in many functions, ref functions. In what else, what are there, like if you want to use any conditions, you have to must know about this if else elif statements. So just you have to practice more sums There is a reason like I am doing 20 nearly 20 coding questions regarding if else statement. So yeah, this is the these are the questions for practicing. So the first question was positive, negative, or zero. So the question was find given number was a positive or negative or zero. So the code is in the type of like this, because see here num equals to int of input of integer. So there is no like in compilers there is no users. So I didn't said to you how to print or like how to take an input. So now I am saying how to take an input. For example, when you are having a question, he will say like user he will say take an input from the in question they mentioned that take an input from the user. If they will say the input, then you have to write a equals to input. Like they will say string yeah, for string, you have to take like this. Just write an input is enough. Or if you write, if you want to write like uh, integer, for integer, int of input of C. If you write like this, then what is the meaning of this was you are taking an integer as a input. Okay, you are taking an input. That input was in integer type. Okay, not in a string or not in a float. If you want to take a float input, you have to mention b equals to float of input of. So this is the way of how a float input will be taken. So for string input, we have to take st. Sorry, just input is enough. Yeah, just input is enough for strings. And these three things you have to know, because these are the things which is a simple, I mean, basic thing for a code for getting an input. If you didn't mention this, then inside a code you can't apply for any apply any conditions for given input. And these are not different from which we are using. Like before time we use instead of int of input we use, yeah, we use 20. Okay, like 30. So and instead of float of input we use 5.64, hmm, and 7.02. We use this. Instead of c equals to input, we used Rohit. So why I didn't use these int of input, float of input, input? Why I didn't use? Because see here, there is no user first of all, because this is a compiler. So there is no specific questions and this there is no specific thing. This is only for our practicing the code. So if there is any question is there, then in the question they clearly mention take the inputs from the user. So if the input is in the integer data type, so you have to take like this. See that is an integer. So int of input, float of input for what 5.64 or 2.25 or like that 10.0 for every float input you have to take like this. So same thing as a string for taking input as a string, just write input is enough for a string. And why these are done, because I already said there is no one test case. See, 30 is a one test case. 5.64 is a one test case. Rohit is a one test case. If there is a three test cases, in one test case, C is Rohit. And in second test case, C was not Rohit. C was Kota. And in third test case, C is not Kota. C is something like uh, uh, Nin or something what you can call anything. Nin. So in three different values for assigning the only one input, I'm sorry, for only one variable, how it will be possible. So this is the format which you have to use for three different test cases, only one code. If you write C equals to input, then for first test case, it assumes input as a Rohit. Okay, user giving input as a Rohit. And for test case 2, it assumes input as a Kota. User was giving input as a Kota. And for third test case, user giving input as a Nin. Okay, so it assumes like that, and they take the values of C in different test cases in different Rohit, Kota, Nin. So this is the reason why they use these things. But in my PDF, they didn't use because of there is no specific question, and we generating our own understanding questions. But here, when this is a question, so they done num equals to int of input, enter a number. Yeah. See, when you're printing something, for example, you have to get a number. Okay. Yeah. For example, if you want to get an so no, I think this is not works at here because there is no user. If you write int of input, when we will run, it will get stuck there because there is no user, there is no input. It will searching for the input, so it will stuck there. It doesn't work. So not at all a problem. I just say I didn't run it, but I will just say it. How what will be happen? See, when you want to write, suppose you want to write like this. The output is in the form of enter a number. String. Okay. So in the output, the first line will be this one. So how it will be? These three will be come from this int of input. Okay. These three will be come from int of input like 30. You can write here 30. Okay. This 30 is I already said this 30 is int of input. So the first test case assumes this int of input as a 30 and it will print it. But how did you get these things? But see, previously ticket price, how we got when we are writing, we done print ticket price. Yeah. Yeah. Ticket price. Ticket price and yeah, we just even like this. And after giving space, dollar, and here we done plus symbol, right? So we did like that. Like yeah, something like so plus symbol and string of yeah, that thing. String of what is the variable we used there? Same thing. So we done previously these things, so we got the same that thing. So how we will get the output as like this? So at that place we have to do inside the input. Okay, inside the input you have to write like this. Enter a number. Yeah, enter a number. This is like giving space. That's all. This is enough for getting the output. A equals to 30. Okay. But inside the input, you already typed enter a number. So it would print this, and after this, the value of A will be visible. Okay. This is how an enter a number 30 will be visible. So, and and this is the thing. See, A equals to int of input, enter a number. We get an enter a number, but we didn't get the output like enter a number 30. Why? Because there is no user to give an input. There no one that give yeah, print A equals to 30. Yeah, print A equals to 20. There's no one. So that is the reason we did not get input. So here I can in compiler I can do one thing. See, B equals to int of input of, yeah. First of all, the bounds. Same thing I will repeat again. Enter a number. Okay. Yeah. Okay. See, after this, if A is greater than B, print. If A is greater than B, print. See, I already said to you in different formats how to print. So here you can see I'm doing the same thing. See, A and B are integers, so we use D. D is sorry is greater than again percentage D, because in the position in the place of D we will get the values of A and B. How? See this. Yeah. In before session I explained this at first session. So here A is greater than B. A comma B. Okay. And else if that is fails, the condition will be fail that B is sorry print same. Okay. Print the same thing, but change the position of A comma B, because here if A is greater than B is fails, then what is the reason? B is greater than A. That's why it fails. So B is greater than A. See, you can see B goes at here. B is greater than A. A goes at A. A is greater than B. If it true, it will run it. If it will false, I think I mean if it will false, then it will run it. So if I run this, first of all, it will ask the inputs because there is no user. So it will ask to me enter your digits and confirm. I think confirm your in your thing. Wait, yeah. Sorry, I did not. I done enter double tap the enter, so it got error. First, I will give 20, and again I will give 30. So it will give 30 is greater than 20. What we want? See here, if A is greater than B. See here, A is 20, B is 30. So A is not greater than 30. So the condition was failed. So it choose the else part, and what is the B 30? So 30 is greater than B. For suppose Again, we take the another inputs and we will run it. What will be happen if enter a number? So let's here we reverse the numbers. 20. We will get 30 is greater than 20. Same thing because sorry, I have to change one thing. That okay, less than. Okay, this is I think good for a question. Yeah, for this it will be see now same starting we done 20 30. The condition will be failed, but we get 20 is less than 30. Here 20 is less than 30. For suppose I want to print it again. I mean like I want to take inputs in different manner. I mean different values. 30, I will reverse it. 20. I will get 30 is greater than 20. So in this yeah, this is the using as inputs. See at here I am giving the inputs. I am the user, so I am giving the inputs. But in the questions, you don't want to give any values. They are already having the values. You just giving asking the input. When you are asking the input, he gives to you. Here, but here there is no user, so I have to give the integers and have to get the output myself. So let's go with the first question, that positive, negative, or zero. For finding given number is positive or negative or zero. So how do we do that? First, number equals to in because we are finding positive, negative, zero for an integer. So we have to take an integer. Uh, yeah, take enter enter a number. Okay, always we are using enter a number. So yeah, this thing. This is the input. How can like user can give a number and user means like me. I have to find whether I given number was negative or positive or zero. So here we have to use three things because he asked it in three types like negative, positive, zero. So if yeah yeah if um, is equals to like not equal to double equal to zero, right? Zero. Okay. If elif not if elif num is greater than zero. Okay. Right. Positive. Else for a number was not means given number was not zero. Other thing otherwise not a positive number. Then what it will be negative number. So in else we print negative number. Negative. So run it, enter a number. So let's take two positive and I can run it at now give zero, zero. I can run it this time give minus 9 negative. So this is how to find even number was zero or positive or negative. And now even odd. odd. Yeah. How to find even or odd? I previously said how to find a given number was even or odd. This is the number. Okay. We don't take again and again the same input. I we already typed it here. So given number, if here no need of elif because there's only two conditions is enough. Like one condition is enough. Given was divisible by two, right? Means how we write divisible by two, like modulus two is zero, then it becomes an even number because when we divisible a number with two and we get remainder zero, then it will be a positive. Sorry, even number. So right here, even number is a even number. Okay. So for if condition fails, then we will get the odd number. Given number is is a odd number. Sorry, is odd number. Remove a. Right. If I type like 56, it gives you a given number. Oh, sorry, I have to put enter, right? 36 enter. Given number is even number. If I like to print 49, I will get given number is odd number. So this is how we finding the number whether odd or whether even. You can try in another way also. We are using this equal to operator. Other than we can use not equal. This is the operator before I showed, but I didn't use it this anywhere. So I'm using here when number is divisible by two, it's not the remainder was not zero. Then what is the reason? Like it's an odd number, right? So that is the reason we are getting a non-zero value, like one. Yeah, one. So given number is odd. Given number is even. If this condition fails, means when we are dividing the given number with two and getting a non-zero value, then it's an odd number. If it fails, means we are getting a zero value, then uh, then the reason like the given number was even number. For example, if we run and yeah, it will both are same like nearly same conditions because we changed the odd and even. So if I type 60, I will get the same answer like before time. Yes, spelling is wrong. Okay, no problem. But make sure in exams, yeah, in exams where you're doing in platform, be careful with this. See here, I done spelling mistake at even. So this is main mistakes may happen. So large of two numbers. Sorry. Largest of two numbers. Previously, I already done the same thing before that. Yeah, before what I done. If A is greater than B, or B is lesser than A, Allah, yeah, like that something. So same way they done, but yeah, they're taken two integers as inputs from the not from me. I have to give these two integers, and if A is greater than B, print largest A, else print largest B. Here they are finding largest. See the way of asking question, and not at all a problem with this insert part, because when they are giving the questions, they will give the sample test cases also. Your output and the sample test cases are I have to match. Okay, you have to match the both sample test case and the output. If there is any mistake, like there is any difference in between these two sample like sample test cases and output, test case will be failed. So enter a number. For suppose 87. Again, I will run 87. Largest 87. Because you can say here which number was printed, A or B. B was printed because when A is greater than B, right? So here 87 not greater than 87. 87 is equal to 87. So the condition was failed. So it goes to else part. What is the else? In else, there is no specific condition which the in f sorry in if condition will be fail, it automatically choose the else part. So else will be considered the numbers who rejected from the if condition. Okay, the condition rejected the values, and every value will considered by else part. So that is the reason why largest equal to 87, because largest equals to b. Here the value was b. Like sorry, here they printed the value of not the value of A. They printed the value of B, 87. Both are equal, but as per the process, we are getting like largest equals to B. We used the else part because this condition was failed. If you want to try again, you can do 60, 57. Largest is 60. So before time we done which is greater, which is lesser, but here we find only largest number. Write the value of the largest number. Before time we write 30 is largest than 20, 20 is largest than 30. Yeah. If there is another thing you have to learn, that if there is a three integers, if there is a three integers, how do you will do in of enter something, enter third number. Okay, so there are three integers, three inputs. So if you want to get the largest number from these three integers, how you will get? So what I am saying was, first of all, largest, large equals to, let's take A. If I entered 60 to A, then large is A. Sorry, 60. Okay. So now you have to do one thing. If yeah, if you will do this, and this is the way of see, this is the way of doing for three integers to find largest integer. See, these three are inputs. If for take A is a large, okay, first of all we assume we don't know the number, just assume A is a largest number. After go with that, large is less than B, means A is less than B. If A is less than B, then uh, large becomes A. Okay, if A is less than B, large becomes B. So here if A is less than B, then large becomes B. So here large is not A, large is B. If B is smaller than C, large becomes C. So print large means it will give the C. For example, C here. Let's take A is 50, 30, 60, 60. So how we will get that largest? First of all, large equals to A. So what is the A? 50. So here large equals to 50. 50 less than B. What is B? 30. 50 less than 30? No, false. So this condition false. It doesn't give any, it doesn't run anything. So after goes here. It not if else or if. It is if, it is if. These two things are different. So when we go here, large less than C. Okay, here large is A because this is not run. Sorry, it doesn't run because condition was failed. So large is A. A is less than C. 50 is less than C. True. So large becomes C. What is the C? 60. So we get the 60. For example, if we give in another type like C 20, 30, 40, 10, 40. See here, large equals to 30. 30 is less than B is 40. 30 is less than 40. True. So large becomes B, means large becomes 40. When here again large goes, here the large value was changed. Before time, condition fails, so it doesn't run. That's why large become large still A. But here condition was passed. So large becomes B. Here large is not A, large is B. So 40 is less than C? No. Like C is 10. 40 is not less than C. So large equals to C is doesn't run. It was failed. So large is still B. So what is the B? 40. So this is the way like we got B, C as answers, not A. 50, sorry, 40, 30, 30, 50. Large equals to A means 50. If large is less than B, B means 40. No, fail. It doesn't run and the condition was failed. So large not becomes B, it's still A. When A is less than C, what is A? 50. 50 not less than 30. So this condition was also failed and it doesn't run. So print large. Large is what? A. So A is 50 printed. So this is the way of finding largest number from three numbers and see largest of two numbers, largest of three numbers we done. Smallest of two numbers is totally different. Like yeah. If you change the signs like large greater than C, large greater than B, it's enough for getting small. If you want to change the large to small, change the variable. A assigned to small. Now large becomes small. Okay. Small. Everywhere. See, enter the number. For example, 30, 40, 20, 20. So here small is A, like 30. So here small is 30. What is small? 30. So 30 is greater than B. 30 is greater than 40? No, fail. So it doesn't run and yeah, it doesn't run. So small is still A. A is greater than C. Yeah, yeah. 30 is greater than 20. So small becomes C. Means from small equals to A, it changes to small equals to C. So what is the C? 20. So print small. Small value was 20, so it printed. So this is the way of finding small. When you are finding for three digits, you can easily find for two digits also. Who is more easier? Does not need if you. Yeah. Remove disable. A is greater than B. So which one is smaller? B was the smaller. If A is greater than B, smaller is B. Else means if condition was means fails, print A. If condition fails means A is less than B, right? So it gives A 2, 5, 2, which is the smaller 2. So it gives 2. If you know how to find smallest number in three digits, so you can easily find for two digits also. Not at all a problem. And after completing this fourth question, voting eligibility. This question you might be seen in many examples, like giving for modulus, not modulus, operators. Remove this and print it. Age. Age is an input. Okay. For if age is greater than or equals to 18, eligible to vote. You can eligible for voting, but you are not greater than 80. You are less than 80. You are a teenager. Then not eligible to vote. So this is the process of age. Like see, if I print 2, okay. So here we go with not eligible to vote. So I give an input as 2. So when 2 goes here, if 2 is greater than or equals to 18, no, fails. So it choose the else part. What is the else part? Now not eligible to vote. And for example, I will do for 50 eligible to vote. If I do for 29 eligible to vote, this is the way how you have to find uh, eligibility, like for anything like voting or for getting benefits. Like not only this, in your college or in your universities, if you want to get a benefit, you have to cross in entry exam above 90 or something. For example, we change the age to the marks, entry about marks. Okay. So if marks is greater than 80, eligibility to get benefit. If not, you're not eligible to get benefit. So if you run this, it asks the marks. If you got 86 out of 100, not 100, just if you got 86, which is greater than 80, eligible to get benefit. What is the which benefits are available? So you are getting 86 above 80, so you will get eligible to get benefit. So this is the way to find the eligibility. And divisible by 5 and 11, I said many times, like divisible by 3, 5, common, like we are using and. So same thing here they done. We do it as same. They, they okay. Now if uh, if yeah, we have yeah, if num is the remainder of the num when divisible by 5 is equals to 0. Okay, then print, yeah, keep it the same thing. First we'll ask the integer. I will enter 20. Yeah, eligible to get benefit. If I print 11 instead of 20, I will not eligible to get benefit. For example, if I write same output for two things like and num is divided by 11 equals to 0. See here. So here the question was the given number is divisible by 5 and divisible by 11 for checking. Yeah, for checking he asked. So when we run it, we will enter 55 eligible to get benefit because both the conditions have to fulfill, like have to true, become true. 55 will divisible by 5 and 55 will divisible by 11. So both conditions are passed. So it will choose the if part. And what is the part is print eligible to get benefit. In else part, print not eligible to get benefit is not applicable for these number because both conditions passed. If you print 11 to the 22, right? So 22 not eligible to get benefit because you be using and operator. So you have to pass the both test cases. Sorry, both conditions. If one condition will fail, the totally if statement will be fail and it will choose the else part. So here was done the same thing and the second condition was passed, but coming to the first condition was failed. So it chose the else part and printed the not eligible to get benefit. And this is the example for finding two or three things in like getting the same output, but the number have to uh, pass the three or four conditions using an operator. Not only this, we can use another thing also like n not divisible by 10. Okay, which are yeah 10 is equals to 0. If I run it, it will ask the number. If I print 1110 because it will be divisible by 5 and 11 and 10. So when I run it, it will show eligible to get benefit. Oh, sorry. When I enter it, so when I given the 1110 as a number eligible to get benefit because the three conditions was passed. If suppose I will give 55, it will divisible by both 5 and 11, but it does not divisible by 10. So the condition whole if statement was false. So it considered else part and it prints that not eligible to get benefit. And after this leap year, see we are using both or and in one operator, like one condition. See here, how he used for leap year. Remove these thing and add. Uh, Wait a minute. Yeah, yeah. E equals to, we have to give an input as a year. So it will be counts whether this year was a leap year or a normal year, not a leap year. Okay. So this is the format to find, this is the conditions, this is the syntax of finding the leap year. So first of all, he taken the input and he will run it. First of all, the conditions will pass, then he will run the statement. So here the condition is, first year is divisible by 400, the remainder will be 0. This is the one of the condition. Or other than this, you can choose another thing. What is that? Year which is divisible by 4 and year which is divisible by 100 but it not equals to 0. Okay. For example, if I sorry, run it, enter a year. So if I print 2000 leap year, so how it gets leap year? Because see here, or operator. What is the purpose of or operator? What is the working model, like working thing? See, or operator will do that whether one of the condition will pass, then the whole condition, like whole if statement will be pass. So it will choose the if part and print the leap year. So here 2000 was divisible by 400, but here 2000 was divisible by 4 but not divisible by 100. But here we used AND operator, but here we used OR operator. So whether this condition is true or this condition is true is enough for uh, getting the output leap year. So here year is divisible by 400. Yeah, true. 2000 is divisible by 400. So at this stage, it stops the running the code, like choose checking the condition, and immediately it will print the leap year. If this condition will be then then it will choose this condition. If this condition also fails, then it will goes to the else part. So now we just give a number which is not divisible by 400. So what is the number? 2024. Sorry, 2024. Enter. Leap year. So how we get leap year? It does not divisible by 400, but it divisible by but this condition was failed. But what about this condition? When we come here, year was divisible by 4. Yeah, 2024 was divisible by 4, but the year is not divisible by 100. When we divisible by 100, we get 24 is remaining. So it's not 24 is not equals to 0. Yeah, the remainder is not equals to 0. It's anything like 1, 2, 3, 4, anything. But the remainder is not equals to 0. This is the condition here. So the given year was 2024, which was not divisible by 100 exactly, and it will remains 24. Remainder is 24. So the second condition was passed with the AND operator, so that it prints leap year. If I print, like if I enter the year 2023, not a leap year, because 2023 does not divide by 400, and sorry, or because this condition was failed, so leave this condition. We go to this condition. What is this condition? Year was divisible by 4. 2023 is not divisible by 4. It will remains, I think, 3. Remainder will 3. And here this condition will be pass, but which operator we used? We used AND operator. So when we are using AND operator, these two conditions must be pass. So that is the reason this if statement was failed totally. So we get the else part. So what is the else part? The else part was not a leap year. And this is the way how you have to check whether the given year was a leap year or not a leap year. So this is the condition we using both or and operations operators in one condition, and vowel or consonant. So here he used some things which I did not said in before sessions. So I previously I already said about the keywords. When we are doing different types of sums, we will get slowly we will get the grip on keywords. So here ch, okay, ch is a variable. Don't worry. See here, he taken everything as directly, but remove this. Yeah, you shake it. See, ch is a variable. Okay, generally ch means like yeah, string character. Okay, ch equals to input which I have to give. Okay, enter a character. I will enter any character like v, u, k, o, anything. Okay, so hmm, so anything. I will give any string. So if here what the lower function, this is a function. Okay, what is this function was doing? See here, when I will enter an input that capital A E I O U. Okay, sorry. Yeah, no problem. It will give consonant. Wait a minute. When I will give capital A. Sorry, here capital A. Capital A. Enter. It's a vowel. So how it was finding when we are using the function lower, it will convert the capital to lower. Yeah, it will convert the capital into small letters. So when I enter the capital A, it will convert the capital A into the small a. So what the ch was is here doing was, this is a condition ch in a o u. So here I entered a capital A, right? So when you convert it into small a, the ch will search inside the a e I o u. So in the if statement, like the condition which I am used here in the if statement, what is that? Ch in a e I o u. So ch in the a e I o u, if a is like small a is inside the a e I o u, so it will print the vowel. If I enter the element which is not there, like not inside this string, like a e I o u. Okay, instead of that I will use w, capital or small, anything we will get only small letter. Oh sorry, w, enter. It's a consonant. So how it will get a consonant? Because when w, right? So if ch in, so ch, what is the ch? W. So lower, if we enter the lower what is that letter, it will becomes like it will still lower. So ch in a I o u, w in a I o u fails because w is not there in a I o u. So in means it will search each and every element in the string. Like you can say, if I write here Rohit, okay, Rohit. If I write, see, H is not a vowel, okay, but we entered if ch in Rohit h vowel. Why? Because ch is v, so ch is h, so h in Rohit, yeah, at the place of third place there is h, so it's true, so it's print vowel, it run. But when we entered instead of rohit, we will run a q. It's a consonant because q is not there in the string Rohit. So this is how we can find the consonants and vowels. I before time I already said to you that how we use these lower upper functions when using this dot, and here you done the same thing when you are giving input in capital or small in any, like in capital it will convert the capital into smaller, or in smaller then it will still in the smaller only. So if when we use ch in this, so same everything. So uh, vowel. So what you write inside is, you know, the vowels, right? So a e I o u. Okay. If you can change it like a e I o u. Sorry, a e I o u. Okay. So here you have to change upper. So when you're giving an input like small a, see small is not there in capital A E I O U. So when you run it, oh shit, vowel. So how we get when I am giving an input A? So here instead of input, you will get A dot upper, means it will convert into capital A. So capital is inside AEIOU, right? So it will consider, I mean, this condition will be acceptable and it's become true. So it will run this vowel and we get the output vowel. So this is, but if we remove this upper, we have to write two things like if CH in AAIOU or CH in like C IOU or CH in AEIOU. So you have to remove this upper. Yeah. See here. If I write, sorry, if I write here small a, there is no upper. Sorry, lower and upper. Yeah. Vowel. So how we got or whether these condition will pass or these condition will pass, we will get the vowel. So here CH in AEIOS. Small a is not there in this string. So we have to go for it in the string small e, so sorry, small a e o I o s I o u. So small a is inside this string. So condition was pass, and it will run the vowel. So this is the way of finding given letter was vowel or consonant. And this is also in this you can learn whether given input is inside and another, like wait I will show you one thing here. I will show you a equals to same input enter a character. So here see I will remove this thing. Ch in a. Okay. So I again will run it. It will ask two inputs a input underscore, sorry, Yeah, okay. So apple. Vowel. So here, what is CH? A. And what is apple? Sorry, what is A? Apple. So A is in apple? Yeah, A is in apple. We already taken apple as a string. Like we did not mention the int and float. So it will consider as a string. So A is CH in A is true because A in apple. If you want to do with another example, okay, consonant because CH in A is false. A in CH is true. So if we do like CH, sorry, ROH, I think it will be Q into, yeah, it gives ROH is in ROH. But if you try to run like this, ROI, okay, ROHITH. You can say R is here, O is here, I is here. But it will show, ah, I'm doing again and again the same mistake. Okay, enter. So consonant. Why? Because there is no term of ROI in the Rohit. There is the term which ROHI. So if you print ROHI, then it will be vowel. But you printed that ROI. So it the condition was failed and it considered the else part. So this is how you can easily see whether given first string was inside the another string or with using this in keyword. And here uppercase and lowercase. I already said to you that we can find whether the given letter was in uppercase or small, sorry, lowercase. Yeah. See, in compiler, we will compile, sorry, run it. What will we get? Sorry, see it here. Ah, okay. CH is an input. We have to give an input for CH and it will go set here. This condition, what is this condition? A dot is upper is asking that like if true or false. Here is true or false. You can say previously we done here dot upper, right? So in if normally A equals to 20, okay? I didn't write it here. I will write it down. Yeah, here. A equals to 20. Okay. If you want to write the same thing inside the if what you will be write? A equal to 20. We know that A equals 20. We know that because we only given this number A equals to 20. And we are saying that if A equals to 20, A equal to 20, print print we given right answer. So here what will be print? It will print if we given the right answer. It will print. Why? We know that A equals 20. But why we use here 2 equal to and here only 1 equal? See, the difference is here we are using 1 equal to because here we are assigning the value 20 to the A. We are giving the value to the A. Here we are saying that A is equal to 20. We are giving. Two are different. And these are we are giving and this is we are saying. Saying is there for saying there is two outputs, whether it is true or false, whether it is correct or wrong. But so at here, if it true, it will run. If it false, it will be uh, did not run it. So at here, when we dot lower means we are assigning that. We are assigning small a to capital A. When we are right here dot upper, what here we are at here what we are doing? We are doing given integer. We are converting the given integer into capital A. I mean uppercase. So here we are doing that. We are converting that. But here inside the if, what we are doing? Why we are using the upper? Because we are using this uppercase to find whether the given input was upper or not. So here we are finding that. We are just saying that is upper, whether it is true or false. But here is we are doing this. Here we are saying this. These are two different things, and remove these things. Here we saying that ch means given input is upper. We are saying that is upper. So if we run it, if I enter a lowercase, because it's not upper. Upper means capital A. If I run capital V, ah, capital V, uppercase. Why? Because it's in a uppercase. So if I do it here dot upper, if you enter any letter, it will show the same thing that uppercase. See, if I will enter here anything A, B or anything, it will show upper, small b, upper, because you are giving the small lowercase or uppercase. It doesn't care, because if you are giving any type of input, it was changing to upper. So our condition also, the given input is upper or not. So when we are changing to upper, we know that with the it was everything was converting to the upper. So the ch is upper, it will print the uppercase. So this is how we are doing whether the given input is a uppercase or lowercase. And this is like, if you see, I will remove this upper and I will write here A, B, C, E. Okay, uppercase. C, CH. What we give in the input, we have to give the only, yeah, C is a first what we provided, small a. Normally we know that if condition C is the first what is that letter, for example small a, B, C, small s, D, O, small a, S, D, F, and lowercase. S, D, F is capital, but the starting letter, it first see the starting letter. With the starting letter, and we also done the ch dot is upper, means ch is not a word, it's a letter. It's considered ch as a letter. Okay, and when you are doing this, it will consider the first letter. If the letter was capital, then it no problem. If you do this here dot upper, but here dot upper was works with full what is that, a full string. See, if I choose everything, sorry, if I choose the whole string as small, okay, uppercase. So this is how an upper function was doing. And why when we are doing first one is capital and everything will be small, then it will give the same thing, uppercase, because it was seeing the first letter. CH is a, like, it treats ch is a letter and start seeing the starting and it deciding that the test case was passed. Like the condition was passed and it getting true, it printing the uppercase. So this is how we are finding the whether the given letter was whether uppercase or lowercase. Absolute value. Hmm. Absolute value. So here they done that for absolute value they did not done any specific thing. They just is the absolute value is nothing but now first they taken input as num. So when we are taking an input, whether it first checks num is less than 0 or not. If num given number is less than 0, then it would print minus num. Okay. Then what will be happen for minus num? Already, if num is less than 0 means it will, I think, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and so on. If we add the minus in front of num, what will be happen? Minus of minus 1. It will becomes positive and everything like minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, everything becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if this condition fails at like num is not less than 0, num is greater than 0 or num is equals to 0, what will be happen? It will choose the else part. What is the else part? Print num as positive. So from these condition and these output, we can get the point that he was asking, like he was converting the given number into the positive. Like we can give any type of number, like negative, positive, anything. He was converting into the whole number. Like you can say whole number. For example, I will give the minus 45. It will print 45. If I will give 45, not minus 45, plus 45, it will be 45. If you give a negative, positive, anything, it will give positive. If you give 0, it will give 0. It will give the 0. Yeah. So this is the working type of these conditions. Like if when this condition fails, it will choose this. And we already when the given number was positive, it will choose the else. That is the meaning of this uh, else part. What the meaning of the else part was when the given number was negative. Okay, when the given number was positive, it will choose the else. When the given number was negative, it will choose the if. If number will 0, also it will choose the else. And so totally the output we are getting only positive and 0 like whole numbers. And this is the way to calculate like to get an absolute value. So largest of three numbers. Yeah, largest of three numbers. So here is the largest of three numbers. We already done this thing and at previously we done it largest of two numbers. Yeah, largest of two numbers. We done largest of three numbers, smallest of three numbers, smallest of two numbers, and here we get again that largest of three numbers. So we already done this, and no need of doing again the same thing. He used here. See, he used if, elif, else, but I used the very. I done in just two conditions. He done that. He also done the two conditions, but he used interrupted the and he used elif, but I used two if statements and I compared to the largest of three numbers. He done in somewhat like a large course, so make sure you're doing in a when you're doing the code, try to do in a short form. Pass or fail. This is also similar to previous examples. Yeah, see, this is an example of See, pass or fail. If less than or equals to 35. Okay. If number, which number, not marks. Changing is no need. Just we assume num as the marks. So if number is less than or equals to 35, uh, fail. Okay, fail. Else, else means greater than 35 straightly. So passed. So if my marks was 80, passed. If my marks was 32, fail. So this is a basic thing. You know already in before sums also we done the same thing, and there is no new thing at here for getting a new thing. No, no possibilities. Grade calculator. Yeah, this question we already done in operators. Yeah, logical arithmetic. No, we done in operators like equals to greater than. I think. Yeah, no. Elif. We done in if-elif-else. See, there is three elif. We done the same code at compiler. Yeah, this is the basic questions regarding if-else statements. And after this, we will do nested loops. Nearly 10. Okay, 10. 10 questions is enough for nested loops because yeah, because most probably these conditions and these syntaxes nearly matches to the nested loops, but we have to print these things inside the if. See, for example, I will print the same thing inside a if. Okay, see, if marks greater than, so sir, less than or equals to 100. So in this condition only you can print this one. Sorry, one, two, three, four. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay, we can do like this. We can print. I mean, copy paste here, and yeah. Now 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And yeah. See here. When if you want to print these grades inside and another if, because we already done this, that's why I'm giving an example of nested loop. So if marks is less than 100, okay, if marks is less than 100, you have to go through it. Oh, first of all, you have to get one input, right? Marks is equals to int of input of. So here are the marks. So here the condition was if marks is less than or equals to 100 is okay. We can go through these whole conditions. If marks is above 100, out of range. For example, run it. I think somewhere got a mistake. So here it was asking enter marks. So if I enter the marks like 100, yeah, here we go with marks. So if I enter 100, so what it will be give? Oh, sorry, 100. Enter A. So why A is greater than 90? A is greater than 90, and which was it passes the outer if statement, outer if condition, and it goes inside the if, and it will first condition will true, then it will stop there and repeat the grade A. If Yeah, that's all. If I print uh, 34 F before time, when we print 977, it gives A, but now out of range. So this is the one of the way to get nested loop to give these type of outputs, like keeping their range. Multiply of 3 and 7, same thing how we done in 5 and what is that, 11. I think there also we used and. So here also we have to use and, because multiple means the number which was divisible by both 3 and 7. So they are done the same for 3 and 7, and we will get wait, control V. Num. Num. So here when we run it, it will ask one number. So when we are printing it, it will gives the number to if condition, right? So when the number will divisible by 3, if it fails, it will stop there, because if in with AND operator, if one condition will fail, then the total condition will be false, and the if statement will uh, lose. So the value choose the else part, and the output will get not a multiple of both 3 and 7. If I gives 21, multiple of both 3 and 7, because 21 divisible by both 3 and 7. If I give 9 or 9, not a multiple of both 3 and 7. If I give multiple of 7, because if one condition fails, the total condition will be failed, and the if statements become false, and it will be choose else part. So that's part was not a multiple of both 3 and 7. So these things is same as divisible by 5 and 11, but they they mentioned divisible, here they mentioned multiple. There is the small difference. Other than that, everything was same. Just use some logic that is enough for, yeah. This is the basic syntaxes. So logic is important here, but in some cases like you are having like nearly 40 lines of code, 50 lines of code, there you can get an easy logics, you can get that and you can implement that. But where you get the mistakes was name errors mainly, because 55 lines of code is not a small thing, and when you're freshers, right? So when you're doing 55 lines of code, you have to do some small mistakes, so you have to, but we are doing in interpreter, so it will show you the location and everything, so not a problem, but go in a focused way. And here electric bill, see, electric bill, yeah, electric bill, we will these are the basic codes. Electric. will units. Okay, we have to give an input for in the form of a units, like we uh, completed, like we used this much of units in this month. So I have to give some units for that. So if units is less than 100, okay, here you used, see the conditions and the statements. See the different types of statements he used. Here one statement, here one statement, here one statement. See, if units less than or equals to 100. So if unit is less than or equals to 100, it's very less. So will equals to units into 2. If there is 50 units, I consumed like my, yeah, I used 50 units, then I have to pay 100 rupees. Rupees, yeah, in rupees. So they mentioned right at the downside, print electricity bill rupees. So 100 rupees. If the first condition fails, so the reason was units was greater than 100. If the units was less than 200, means greater than 100, less than 200. So in this case, what would you do? So will equals to 100 into 2. This is common, like 200. He can simply write 200, but he wrote 100 into 2. Okay, not a big deal. So 200 plus units. How much units we used? So minus 100. Because when we are coming to the second condition, uh, what is the mean? The first condition was failed. Why the first condition was failed? Because units was greater than 100. That's why the first condition was failed. So that we can, when we are minusing the units for units units minus 100, we will get a positive integer. So not at all a problem in the bill. And 200 plus, when we are getting a positive integer into 3, somewhat like if I use 150 units in the month, then 150 minus 100, what I will got? 50. 50 into 3, 150. So total 350. So if else means what? Units never be in negative. Maybe it will become 0. It considered as 100. Okay, less than 100, right? So maybe greater than 200, greater than 200, and so on. So that is the reason. See here, he mentioned units minus 200 because so second condition will be failed. Then if second condition will be failed, so that we are coming to the else part. So when the second condition will be failed, units will greater than 200. So that is the reason why we came for else part. In else part, units minus 200. So this is the total process of using. See if, and here we know how to like print the electricity bill equals to rupees and comma bill. This is the bill where we use same this type at large, like getting like we got the largest number in given three integers. We done the same this thing, large equals to a, if a is greater than b, like that. So he done bill will, see the values of bill is inside if if units are less than 100, will become this. If units will become less than 200, greater than 100, will become this. So that if we run this, it will ask units. If for suppose I used this month 5,000 units. So what will I get? My my electricity bill was 24,500. So what is this electricity bill? uh, if I consumed only, if I consumed only 1 unit. I have to pay 2 rupees. Okay. And well, if I want 10 units I consume, I have to pay 230. How? 110 minus 100? 10. So 10 into 3, 30. And bill equals to 200 plus 30, 230. So this is called, see, bill equals to this thing was statement. This is condition. Okay. Uh, we can, yeah, that's all. And just try it. We done everything except that 200 to we if we 270 units I consumed, I have to pay 850 because here 70, here the answer was 70. 70 into 5 means 350. Yeah, 350 plus 300, 200, 500, 500 plus 350, total 850. So uh, this is the electricity bill when I will consume 270. This is the way of finding the electricity bill, and this is the yeah, valid triangle. You know the rule of a triangle. The rule of a triangle is sum of any two sides is greater than the other side. This is the condition of a triangle. If they if three sides of a, what we can call, a closed surface, three sides of a closed surface, it have to be a triangle. It must be uh, it must be the two sides of the triangle must be greater than third side. So the same thing we will use at here, and we have to just verify whether the given triangle sides are valid or not. Control V. Yeah. See here. So here we have to give three inputs. What are the inputs? They are the sides of a triangle. So which we are giving three sides of a triangle. The sum of any two. Okay. The sum of any two sides is greater than the other, like third side. So it will be valid triangle. So let's try from, if I try 3333 valid triangle. Yeah. See, because 3 plus 3 6, 6 is greater than 3. 3 plus 3 6 in everything, 6 greater than 3, 6 greater than 3, 6 greater than 3. In three conditions, condition was passed like getting true, so it will run the valid triangle. If I, how can I false one of the statement? How? 113. Yeah, it's possible. 113 will be possible for getting false in one of the statement. So 113. Array 113. Invalid triangle. Why? Because when you are, yeah, see, the sum of the a plus b is not greater than c. Okay, sum of a plus b is not greater than c. If you want to try, like, I don't yeah, I'm having a sketch but I can't properly. This is it, triangle. Okay, this side was 1 centimeter, this side was 1 centimeter. No. This side was 3. This side was 1. So if it will be a triangle, okay, we already done here. So I am just clarifying this thing that 1, 1, 3. So how it will be if this is an equilateral triangle, right? This is also 1, this is also 1. So this is at middle. So the length of this is 1.5. 1 and half. Okay, this is it will more like this is 1, this is 1.5. Then how will we see there is an rule that root this 1.5 square like 3 by 2, right? 3 by 2 square is 9 by 4. Okay, 9 by 4 plus this, we don't know the length of this. So x square is equals to this one 1. If root will cancel with this 1, we will get 1. So when we will be minus, okay, when this 9 by 4 goes at there, x square equals to 1 minus 9 by 4. What it will be become? It will be minus 5 by 4. So how it will be in a square getting the negative number? For you can see a root cannot exist with negative number, but we are getting negative number. So this is the reason why we did not use like the sum of the two sides was greater than third side. So here what we does was x square equals to minus 5 by 4. So we know that square never be negative number. So squaring of a number we cannot be a negative. In complex is different. Don't take it here because side is not in a complex form, right? Side is an integer. So this is the thing why sum of two sides is greater than the third side, because this formula this square will be getting negative number. And okay, this one is completed. I want to erase if I can. No. Yeah. After this, what is the question? I think equilateral, triangle type. Yeah, equilateral. Whether the given triangle was equilateral or something. I can't spell it. Isosceles something. Scalene. Scalene means the three given the given sides of the triangle is different. Three sides of the triangle is different. So that is the meaning of scalene triangle. Equilateral triangle means the given sides of the triangle is like three sides are equal. If I do this in compiler, what we will be get? Control V. So here there is a three inputs. Okay, if A equal to B equal to C, means the meaning was if A equals to B equal to C, then you have to run equilateral triangle. You have to print equilateral triangle. If A equal to B, or means B equal to C, or A equal to C. You can say, yeah, you can you can arise a doubt that how can like A equal to B equal to C also accept this condition, right? Or means what is the meaning of or? What is the or operator works like whether these condition true, whether these condition true, or both the condition will true also, no problem. It will run the isosceles triangle. So here you can say if we write A equals to B equals to C, then it will print isosceles triangle. But here you can have to observe that why he wrote this A equals to B equals to C up like upper side top of the elif like isosceles, because if we write A equal to B equal to C down of these isosceles, then what we will get? We will get uh, we will get the answer isosceles triangle when we write A equal to B equal to C, because when condition was coming here, I write A equal to 3, B equal to 3, C equal to 3. What I will get? I will get equilateral triangle. If I get the same thing at here, I will get isosceles triangle by A equal to B, true. B equal to C, true. A equal to C, true. So it will write the isosceles triangle and it will stop here. Don't go at the equilateral triangle. I will show you that difference between these two things. If I write here 2, enter, 2, enter, 2, enter. Equilateral triangle. And after this equilateral triangle, it stops the process at here because this condition was passed. If if I do the same condition at here, yeah, and if what will be happen? Again, I will give the same 2, 2, 2 isosceles triangle. So this is a reason why he given you have to see the position, or when you are giving or creating a code, see the position and see the conditions how they are working, and the working properties of the condition is more important. That's why he used R at downside. So when it we are using A equals to B equals to C, the condition will stop there, and this condition and else, elif and else will be become like not considerable. So if we, yeah, yeah, if we done if now we will write 3 enter, 2 enter, 3. So isosceles triangle. Why? A equals to B is failed, but A equals C is passed, but B equals C is failed. So first statement was false. So it goes to the second thing. Second condition. What is that? A equal to B. Yeah, true. Or B equal sorry. A equal to B is false. Or B equal to C is false. But A equal to C is true. So it getting isosceles triangle. It will print the isosceles triangle. What else? Print scalar triangle. About these, we have to print 3 different sides. You will get the scalar triangle. 2, 3, 4. What you will get? You will get scalar triangle. So the same thing what I am saying is scalar triangle was having 3 different sides. The length of the sides was different. Okay. And after simple calculator. Yeah. Simple calculator is nothing but yeah. Simple calculator nothing but I will also say it simple way. I think he used nested. Wait. See, this is the code. See now, first of all, when we are giving number and after operator and after num2. So operator means it's an input. You see here, write that as an input because it's a string. What you can call yeah, it's a string. Plus minus into, these are all not, you can say these are not strings. Strings means ABC. No, see here what he done. Operators. If operator equals to plus symbol, what we enter plus minus equals to, right. So he was doing that. If these two things are float, just you can easily understand. If operator equal to plus means you are saying that if operator will be plus means if we enter the plus, you have to do like this. You have to print this. You have to print result equals to num1 means we enter now, we giving input now for two float numbers. You have to plus it. If we will give minus, operator equals to minus. If we will give input as a minus, then it will print like num1 minus num2. Like same. If we will give into symbol, then it will print num1 into num2. So like this. When yeah, when it coming at operator, see here. If operator equals to divisible symbol, yeah, it will be works, but when num2 is not equals 0, otherwise it will be infinite. So I mean undefined here. Here not mentioned infinite, undefined. So inside the elif, he used nested loop, nested conditionals, that inside the elif, he wrote that type if num2 is not equal to 0, num2 is not equal to 0, then it will be work because it will give some definite value. If num2 is equal to 0, then what will be happen? It will give the undefined value. So if num2 we will give 0, then these three things are okay. But coming to this thing, it will gives that divisible by 0 is not allowed. And else, if and else means if we doesn't give this operator plus minus into divisible, we will give any other operator like hashtag, at the rate, dollar. If we give this operator, this is not an operators, this is also strings. If we will give these strings, then it will show that invalid operator. Let's do that. First integer. If we will give first integer as 4, operator minus, again num2 2, result 2, because 4 minus 2 2, but these are considered as a float numbers. If you will give 4, then it will consider as 4.0, and the answer is in the form of float. If you will choose 4.237, okay, minus 7.553 something, you will get minus 3.306. So this is how they entered the float. So it's giving the float answers. If we will use 0, 8, divisible. If we use divisible, 0. Divisible by 0 is not allowed. So it is giving that, if choosing else part, is giving that divisible by 0 is not allowed. So again we will do 20. Operator is at the rate, and 10. Invalid operator, because the operators are only 4, whether plus or minus or into or division. But you given at the rate, so it is invalid. So these whole conditions are failed. It will goes to the else part. The else part was invalid operator. So days in a month. Days in a month. How to find days in a month? First of all, he taken month as a input. The range is 1 to 12. We know that. If you type any other than 1 to 12, you will type 13, 14. It will goes to the else part. The else part was invalid month. If month in 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, she given that we know that in which months are having 31 days, in which month we are having 30 days, in which month we are having 28, like leap year, 28, 28 or 29 days, February, that month was February. So now he used for he normally in many ways we using that month equals to 1, print this, month equals to 2, print this, month equals to 3, print this. Other than that, we can use if month in these any number, we will get 31 days, 30 days, 28 or 29 days. So when we are running it, it will ask month. I enter 17 is an invalid month. If I run to 20 year or 29, it depends on year, which year it was, leap year or what. If I enter 7, random 7, 31 days. If I enter 6, 30 days. So this is the code, or this is the format to find in which month we are having how many days. So again, we are going to the income tax calculator. So here we go with this income tax calculator. First of all, we have to give the input salary. How much salary we are getting for month or for day, we have to give that. It's in the float type, not any int, it's in float. Because when we are multiplying in taxes, it will be float. So just give in a float form, float data type, sorry. If salary is less than 2,50,000, I think this is for a year. Yeah, this is for year maybe. Package. If your package is less than or equals to 2,50,000, taxes is zero. And if salary is less than or equals to 5 lakh, you have to pay 0.05 rupees into your salary. Yeah, percent maybe. Hmm. If your package is less than 10 lakh, means greater than 5 lakh. Yeah, greater than 5 lakh, less than 10 lakh means you have to pay 0.2% extra. Yeah. Else means which was greater than 10 lakh. Greater than 10 lakhs. You have to pay 0.30 tax. So this is the code for that. Like he was like we already divided the categories for grade, right? When we are choosing the grade, the same thing here. If marks is less than or equals to 90, grade A, like grade B, grade C, grade D, same as at here. Same as when we will going to run it. But at there we just printing it. But here he given the statements. See, before there we just printing grade A or grade B or grade C. That is a small. It's not like a statement also. But here see here having some statements. There we just printing it. Here we having statements that it's calculating it and it giving the tax. So when it coming to the annual salary, suppose I'm having like nearly 20 lakh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And oh, 3, 2, 2. 2 crore. Okay. 2 crore. Okay. Our wish. Shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Enter. We have to pay to the income tax for 1 year was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 60 lakhs. Okay, for year. Okay. Income tax for year was 60 lakhs. Okay. For 2 crores. For getting 2 crores for annual salary, you have to pay 60 lakhs. For example, if we try 60 lakhs, 60 lakhs, 60 lakhs. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 60 lakhs means nearly 30%. 30% of your money was going to the tax in form of tax. Okay, no problem. Leave that. So if you run again, uh, if your salary was, see here, there is no else. So, okay, there is yes. If your salary was, my salary was 5 lakh, 25,000. Total year, 50 lakhs, I have to pay 25,000. If I say 2 lakh, 2 lakh 49,000, 2 lakh 49, okay, zero. Income tax is zero. This is the uh, form of finding the income tax, and this is the code format. And you already seen, I think, before three sums also in the format of this, like changing the large, and like, yeah, in this format as we saw and completed. Yeah. So thank you for watching, and we will go in the next class. We will start with the questions regarding nested conditionals, and after that we will continue the unit 3. In the unit 3 we are going to start, yeah, no, unit 3, not a unit 3. We are going to start loops. Yeah, if your statements are completed, right? So we are going to start loops. So we will start at after completing 5 to 6 sums of nested loop, sorry, nested conditionals. After we will start the loops and discussion and going through the sums. In for loop we are having, for loop, while loop we are having many sums, and we will discuss it. And in for loop we are using if statements, and everything we will discuss at in coming session. Thank you for watching. Thank you.